Hi guys, happy Saturday. So I've already taken my shower and done my skincare on my face and waited and then applied my sunscreen and then waited for a little bit. And so now I'm ready to get ready for the day. And today I'm going to be using my SEINT palette. So I've got all of my tins in here and I'm ready to go. So I'll show you how I do it. And I like to use actually my blush and bronzer brush when I'm putting it on. I think it gives me a little bit of a lighter application. I don't like a real heavy makeup look. So for my main highlight, what we usually think of as like our foundation color, I'm going to be using Aura. And you can see I have quite a bit of pinkness and redness in places. And I do like to buff it out to just really give me that nice finish. So sometimes you'll see people use like a dot method when they're doing this, and that also works too. You guys comment below and tell me what method you like to use when you're putting on your makeup. And if you don't use SEINT, tell me what kind of makeup you do use. Are you happy with it right now? So I'm just buffing this out, just kind of putting it on most of the places that we would use typical foundation. And you can see when I tap it in there, I just tap lightly just to pick up a little bit of product. And you're also going to notice that I'm pretty much using the same brush for the entire application. Because really, once you start applying it to your face, there's not really product left on the brush. So now I'm gonna take the bigger end of my blush and bronzer brush, and I'm just gonna kind of smush it together so it makes it long and flat. And I'm gonna dip into a contour shade, and a contour shade is gonna be like a darker shade. And I'm actually gonna use the shade Stone. And again, I'm just gonna tap it lightly. So I'm just gonna tap it right in, pick up a little bit of the product, and then I'm gonna go in and just do a little bit of contour. So I'm gonna find my cheekbone right here, and I'm just gonna apply a little bit. And you can kind of see where your natural cheekbone is. And I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And it looks heavy, it looks dark right now, but it won't when I buff it all out. And then I'm gonna go up here right at my hairline, and I'm just gonna kind of swipe almost like a rainbow, you know, just a big arch up here on my forehead. I kind of have a big forehead, so giving me a little bit of that contour up there, that darkness, it's gonna kind of draw your eye down. And then for the sides, I'm just gonna lightly swipe up and toward my hairline. And I don't want it to all be gone, like I want there to be some there, but I'm gonna go up, and I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm just gonna swipe up. And then, believe it or not, I'm gonna use a little bit on my nose. And the reason I'm gonna do that is because actually for redness, a good color corrector is actually brown. So I'm gonna use some right here. It's really on the flat part of your nose. I don't do a ton. I'm not like a heavy contour person. I kind of like a more natural look, but it is gonna help me, and it is gonna help to diminish, you'll see when I'm done, some of that redness. And I'm gonna take a little bit of my second highlight color, which is a little bit lighter, and it's called Versailles for me. And I'm gonna put that right there. And I'm going to put some of my highlight color around here. Just kind of dab it on. And then I'm gonna go in on the inner corner of my eye a little bit. Not too much brightness and not too much heaviness. If you're a little bit older, like me, you definitely don't want too much product under your eyes. And and I don't want to go all the way under my eyes. I'm hitting these outer corners and these inner corners in here, and then I'll kind of buff those out. And as I'm buffing it out, I can bring it down and around a little bit, but it helps me so that I don't have too much product under my eyes, where, you know, we're starting to get thinner skin, some wrinkles, you know, and a little bit more texture than I've ever had before in my life. So I'm gonna put a little bit more out here. And then I'm gonna go in with my blush shade. And today I'm gonna use, I think, a little bit of nude and a little bit of sangria. Sangria is such a pretty color. I'll show it to you. So this is sangria, and it's like a really dark pink. I'm not usually a pink blush person. I'm more of a nude, like neutral, and that's what you'll see me put on first. But I just think, and I've just noticed, that if I do like a little bit of a pink shade over top of like a neutral, I'm gonna blend this out first, and I'm gonna kind of blend it down into the contour so it looks a little bit more seamless. I don't want a muddy look. I don't want my face to look too like everything is muddied and you can't really see the colors. But I feel like if I put a little bit of like a pink on my cheeks, especially as I've gotten older, it just gives me a pop of color and makes me look a little bit more healthy. And I don't know if we can make ourselves look but so much younger, but at least a little healthy, a little bit of color. And I'm just gonna kind of blend that in. And I'm still using this blush and bronzer brush. I've done that for everything. I really like the finish that it gives me. And I'm just buffing it out. And then I'm gonna go in with a little bit of bronzer, and I use Bella bronzer. It's still SEINT, it's still my SEINT palette, and it's right down here. I'm gonna use a little bit of this Bella, and I'm just gonna tap lightly. So as I do it, I just pick up a little bit of product. Sometimes I feel if I feel like I've gotten a little bit too much, I might just take and dab a little bit on the back of my hand. And then I'm going to just kind of warm up where I might naturally, like the sun might naturally hit. And I do like some here, because if you're like me, as I've gotten older, I'm almost 50, start to get a little bit jowly. and giving me a little bit of contour down here, a little bit of shadow, and bringing it down my neck where, and you can see on me too, our chin covers our neck, and we tend to be a little bit more pale there. So bringing that down, helping the color of my face match my neck and chest. So that's nice. I've added a little bit of that in. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go in with just a little bit of eyeshadow. And I really, really like this one. It's Dream, and it's kind of a taupey brown. So I'm gonna go in with this color, this Dream right here, this taupey brown. And I'm gonna do it right here, a little above my crease, because again, if you're like me, you're a little bit older, my eyes have gotten a little bit heavier. So I wanna go in a little bit above my crease and just kind of blend that out. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. And I'm just gonna blend that out some. Perfect. Then I'm gonna take this color, Eternal. It's a little bit of like a dark purple, and I really like that on the outer corner of my eye. So just to come up slightly and go into that crease a little bit, but a little bit above, just to kind of draw, you know, draw my face up, my eyes up a little bit, so they don't look so heavy. And again, I'm going in a little above my crease. I'm gonna do the same thing, I just tap it in lightly. And this is all Saint, by the way. You guys let me know, what are your favorite eyeshadow shades? Again, going just slightly above that crease, so blending it up toward the outer corner of my eyebrows. And then I'm gonna take this really pretty color. It's called Cranberry, and it's beautiful. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little sparkly, and it's just gorgeous. And I'm just gonna swipe it with my finger. Just gonna swipe right there. Oops, I don't know if you can see it. Right here, this one. And I'm just gonna dab it on my lid there. I'm gonna do the same thing on the other side. Perfect. And then with the same eyeshadow brush I was using before, I'm just gonna kind of come down here a little bit underneath my eye. Okay, next I'm gonna put on a little bit of the lip and cheek. So I'm gonna use the same colors that I used on my cheeks for my lips. So I'm gonna go in with this nude color right here and just dab a little bit on my lips and up here. And it's really hard because I normally am looking in a mirror, and I'm doing this looking in my phone. It's a little bit further away. And I'm gonna use this Sangria color as well, this one right here. And I'm just gonna dab it on top, just to give me a little bit more color, but nothing too crazy. And then I absolutely love the Peach Balm. It's just clear. It's a little discolored because I just rubbed pink in there, but it smells like peach. And it just adds a little sheerness to the lip area. Okay. I'll come back and show you guys after I put on my mascara and pencil in my eyebrows, the finished look. Thank you guys so much for being with me. I really appreciate it. Remember, message me below if you would like a color match, a SEINT color match. All right, see you soon. Okay, so I put on my mascara and penciled in my eyebrows, and I have my hair done. So this is the finished look. I'm ready to go get dressed for the day.